Vale, chicos, aquí estoy hablando sobre el vocabulario de Unidad 1, Lección 1. Em, ya hemos hablado mucho sobre este vocabulario, pero quiero clarificar, ¿no? Así que recuerda que la palabra es apellido, last name, ¿no? Puedes usar apellidarse to say their last name is. Esa familia se apellido Martinez. Their name is they are the Martinezes, referring to their last name specifically. Bebé, él o la bebé, ya saben. Abuela, bisabuela, bisnieta, tatarabuela. Recuerda que tatarabuela is next generation up. So they're your great great. So your tatarabuela is your great great. Your bisabuela is your great. Your abuela is your grandma. And you're younger than that. Cuñado. Tu cuñado. A ver si esto funciona. Yeah, funciona. Good. Okay. Your cuñado is your brother-in-law. So he's your sister's husband or your brother's wife. Actually, cuñado or cuñada. Your cuñada would be your brother's wife. Padrastro. Anything with astro in it is a step. So here you have stepfather. Here you have stepmother. You could say hermanastro for stepbrother or hermanastra for stepsister. Hijastra, stepdaughter. Hijastro, stepbrother. Esposo o marido, we've talked about this. Remember, esposo looks like spouse. So the masculine would be spouse or husband. The feminine would be wife. But also it's very common to hear marido and mujer. Padrino, madrina, godparents. You've got your godfather and your godmother. Ahijado is actually a godchild. Matrimonio, a married couple. Matrimonio is a married couple. Novio, novia, boyfriend, girlfriend, but also the word that you would use to describe the bride and the groom. Nuera is a daughter-in-law. I don't know if your parents have daughters-in-law yet. We talked about this a little bit. Um, remember that your daughter-in-law would be, if from the point of view of a parent, would be their son's wife or their daughter's husband. Well, nuera would be the son's wife specifically. Yerno would be the daughter's husband. So yerno is son-in-law. These are hard because they're not feminine masculine versions of the same word. Arena. Moving on to vocabulario sobre las vacaciones de la playa. Arena, sand. La brisa. Now, it's kind of fun because there's so many words that connect to this. Your windshield is called your parabrisas. And so parar to stop, brisa, breeze, parabrisa. So now you can remember that. Calor agobiante, calor, agobiar. Agobiar, to overwhelm. So this would be overwhelming heat. Here would be the verbs agobiar. Um, agobiado is your adjective. So you could say agobiado or agobiada and say you're overwhelmed. Caracol is either a snail or a shell. Concha is a shell also. Llover. Llover is the verb to rain. Remember in present tense it has the boot. Bota, llover, llueve. In past tense, it would be llovía, for it was raining, or llovió, for it rained. Nevar, nieve. Nieve is the sustantivo. Nieve is the noun, snow. Nieva is the actual verb in present. Nevaba in past tense, for it was snowing, and nevó, for it snowed. Hacer viento, it is windy. Ventoso, windy also. Hacía viento, it was windy. Because this is using the verb hacer, you're most likely always going to see it in imperfecto. Hacía viento. La orilla. La orilla, the shore. And you can have an orilla in river, in lake, in ocean. Anywhere where the water touches the land is your orilla. Puerto is your port. Sombrilla or parasol. Again, para to stop, sol, sun. Parasol. Paraguas is your umbrella. Amanecer. Remember, amanecer has the word mañana in it. So amanecer is the actual dawn. And a synonym for amanecer is alba. A-L-B de bebé A. Alba. Más palabras así, atardecer. Atardecer has the word tarde in it. So again, it's dusk. It's when it's still light, but it's getting dark. Anochecer is el verbo to get dark or nightfall. And we actually see that in a synonym in oscurecer. Oscuro being dark. Oscurecer to get dark. Puesta del sol, a synonym for anochecer. La puesta del sol. Actually, puesta del sol might be kind of also like atardecer, but it kind of depends on what point of the sunset you're in. Coche, auto, carro. Coche es universal, auto se usa en muchas partes, más Sudamérica, Centroamérica, carro en México. Casa rodante. If you pay attention here, I pointed out that rodar is the verb to roll. Ruedas are wheels. Obviously, ruedas, ruedan. Ha ha ha. Rodante is rolling, so it's literally the rolling house. Conducir or manejar. Remember that conducir is a verb like decir. It functions exactly the same. And it has the J in I should say it functions exactly the same in preterite. It has the J in the preterite. So it'd be conduje, condujiste, condujo, condujimos, condujeron, etc. The yo form in present would be conduzco. So it's a little different. It's like the conocer verb in present. Cubierta, to cover. We talked about that in class today. Cubrir, descubrir is to discover. So lots of words related to each other. Cover, cubierta, cubrir, descubrir, to discover. Hacer un crucero, my favorite. I love that. Canoa, canoe, piragua. I hear canoa, piragua in South America, chalupa in Mexico. Chaleca de salvavidas. Again, salvar, to save, vidas, lives. So you're literally saying a life-saving vest. Surfista. Any word that ends in ista is both masculine and feminine. You don't have to differentiate there. Hacer surfing, tabla de surf. Oh, and he's a surf. Oh, I already said that. Velero, sailboat. La vela is your sail. Vela also means candle. Voleibol playero. I don't think I need to explain anything else about that. En absoluto o para nada. It means not at all. No me gusta en absoluto. No quiero ir a esa clase en absoluto. Reunir or juntarse, they're synonyms. In this case, you have lots of words that relate. Juntos, together. Junto a means beside. Una junta is a meeting. So junta and reunión are synonyms. Juntarse, reunirse are your verbs. Mantener el equilibrio. So you could say yo mantengo mi equilibrio. O yo me balanceo. Marearse or estar mareado. Here is your lovely cuando estás enfermo de emoción, cuando vomitas porque algo te hizo daño a tu estómago y estás vomitando. Blah. Merendar, comer entre almuerzo y cena o entre desayuno y almuerzo. La merienda, merienda is your sustantivo, is snack. Pararse, that's to stand up, estar parado, to be on your feet. Erguirse, to pull up. Parecerse a alguien, this is to look like someone. So you would say, yo me parezco a mi mamá. Yo me parezco a mi papá. Recoger, to pick up, to pick flowers, to retrieve. Recoger. Recoger, the yo form has a J. Recojo with a J. Recostar, to relax, to lie down, to sort of chill out. Me recuesto, te recuestas. Refrescarte, to refresh. Refugiarse, refugio, like escape, to run away, but more from a standpoint of going on vacation. Find refuge, to find a nice place to go. Pasarlo a todo dar, to have a great time. Pasarlo pipa, the same. Me lo pasé a todo dar. I had a fabulous time. I had a blast. Espero que ayude esto.